Hey guys, do me a favor. Somebody just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you could hear me. I'd really appreciate that. Just want to make sure that my sound is working. With this beta program that I'm running over here, sometimes my sound's not right, like the guys told me last time. Jerry Parker, what's going on, man? Red Dawn AK-74, how are you, brother? Gunny 79, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Zombie apocalypse. We're going to talk about that tonight. Holy cow. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Let me just save this to my thing right here, and we'll get started right away. We'll save that to the files, and we're going to put this in live content, and save that there. All right, we'll put that in there. That'll make its way in. Oof. Oh, that went into live content. All right, so, okay, great. That's fantastic. Good. Hey, Ghost Rider, USA. What's going on, my brother? Oof. A little warm out today, man. It was like 70, almost 70 degrees here in New York. Let me take these fucking headphones off because they drive me nuts. The CDC thing, yeah, holy cow, with the zombie apocalypse. We're going to get to that. But first, what I want to do is, so, I'm not a big fan of Taylor Greene. I'm not a big fan of Boebert, Lauren Boebert. But you know what? Let them do their thing. Let them say what they want to say. They're trying to create like their own, bad girl niche and try to, really get the American people behind them. Fine, as long as they get their job done in the meantime, I don't give a crap what they do. Let me go ahead and fix this right here a little bit because I'm looking a little green here, bro. I'm a little green here. Let's go ahead and let's change this temperature down a little bit. There we go. Still looking a little green behind the ears there, man. Got lots of guns behind me. Yeah, let's go ahead and mask those edges. Let's go, we could just blur those backgrounds so that somebody doesn't say something stupid about this, all right, where are we at right here? Let me just move this here. Let me put that there, Robert at 1966, what's going on, man? Large and in charge. I am a fan of the background you have up right now. Willie Two Guns, yeah, buddy. But, of course, they'll wind up saying something that's going on with that. They'll do something and say something somewhere. So, but before I do this, let's just go ahead and, do this. Add moderator there. Good. And we'll do that right there. Good. All right. Fantastic. Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Parker. I really appreciate that. Okay, so here we are. Very first thing I want to talk about. So I was talking about Boebert, right? So let's go ahead and let's just jump right into that right there. Let's drag this onto this right here. Let's see what she's got to say. And let's go ahead and... Oh, that's the wrong one right there. And boop, boop, boop. And I'll just take this off the screen right there. So this way we could go ahead and see what she's got to say. All right? I'll just put myself like down over here. I'll make myself a little bit smaller. So we can hear what Ms. Boebert... I'll put myself up over here. Hear what Ms. Boebert has to say. There we go.
I'm Lauren Boebert, a mom, a small business owner, a defender of freedom. Here's what I know. You protect what you love. President Trump built a big, beautiful wall because he loves America, and he wanted to secure our country and protect us from drugs, illegal aliens pouring into our communities, and sex traffickers. Democrats, they fought him every step of the way. And now, welcome to Fort Pelosi, where Democrats decry walls from within their own heavily guarded razor wire wall. Democrats don't want to protect you because they don't care about you, but they'll spare no expense protecting themselves. We will not build a wall.
No, there will not be another foot of wall constructed in my administration.
I'm not for a wall. I'm not for a wall.
It's time to cut the crap and remember, this is the people's house. Madam Speaker, tear down this wall.
And she finished it off with a little gunshots there, but I didn't kind of cut it out before then. Sorry about that, guys, but it went something like that, you know. So it is pretty cool. I'm pretty cool that you did that. I don't have any problem with that. I mean, at least it's not something that's like this, you know. Where is it right here? Let's see. Date modify. Boom. Let's go over to here. Let's go back to this. And where is he? Where is he? Let's go ahead and look for this. Let's see. Is this it? Yep, there it is. Let's go ahead and drop this on here real quick.
It's relatively straightforward.
Let me just drop this right there. Check this out. All right, so here's my problem with this right here, okay? My problem with this is that, are we having pregnant women deploying now into the battlefield? Well, according to Joe Biden, we are.
Some of it's relatively straightforward work, where we're making good progress designing body armor that fits women properly, tailoring combat uniforms for women, creating maternity flight suits, updating requirements for their hairstyles. And some of it is going to take an intensity of purpose and mission to really change the culture and habits that cause women to leave the military.
All right, let's hear that one more time, because all right, so they want to make new flight suits, and so pregnant women can get on the battlefield, so pregnant women can wear these flight suits, and that their hair could be right. Hold on.
Some of it's relatively straightforward work, where we're making good progress designing body armor that fits women properly.
Body armor.
Tailoring combat uniforms for women, creating maternity flight suits.
Maternity flight suits?
Updating requirements for their hairstyles. And some of it is going to take an intensity of purpose and mission to really change the culture and habits that cause women to leave the military.
Oh my Lord. Well, if we weren't in trouble yesterday, we're definitely in trouble today, guys. Let's see, we're running pregnant women on the battlefield. No. Yeah, I know that, man. I get that, you know. How about pistol braces so they can shoot with one hand and breastfeed with the other? That's a good idea, brother. That's a really good idea, you know. Looks like I'm standing next to him. Oh, man. My Minnesota National Guard deployment at the same TI? No, I didn't. I'll have to check it out and see, all right? All right. OG, what's up, brother? How are you, man? How are you? You know? Synth Foreman, what's going on, my man? What's going on, my brother? How are you, brother? So, here's the deal, okay? I got like another week, maybe 10 days left on this, from w71 to be on there, and I want to start doing more, get more information out. I want to start like doing some early day production just to throw up there for you guys. Topics that I think that are important. Maybe you might agree with, and maybe you might think are important as well. And then, do my live feed at night and more hang out on the live feed, pull up some stuff, some things to talk about. I can always find stuff to talk about for us guys. Let me show you guys something. Actually, I have something here. I'm going to show you guys. So, I'm always writing all the time. Everybody. You know, I send my letters out to my reps every day. One of the things that I noticed was, guys, if you go to GOA.gov, and I'll put a link in the description of this video to the actual letter for H.R. 8 and the other gun bills and stuff like that. Please, fill your name out. Send it in. It doesn't cost you anything. It'll send it right to whoever representatives are supposed to get those in accordance with your zip code and what you put in there. What I do, like I always say, is I put in each and every voting person in my household, and then I put their email address. So I keep backing it up. I'll put their name, their email address, their address, and I'll just I'll just keep clicking and sending to all of them. But what got me, though, is that, so the letter comes out on the 5th for them to send out. This was the Firearms Policy Coalition. And So on the 5th, when I wrote it, I sent it out like the night of the 5th or something like that. And it was about 27,000 letters, because they tell you how many people actually took advantage of this and, clicked send, took action, so to speak. And then I happened to see it again on Monday, which was yesterday, and it was only 67,000. And all right, I mean, it went up another 40,000, but the point being is over the weekend, but people have more time over the weekend. Maybe some people have less time. Maybe every day is a weekend for some people, unfortunately, or fortunately. But I was like, come on, man. I mean, we are 100 million gun owners out there. And I started sending the posts out to people. I'm like, look, if you're not one of these people that's sending these letters, then you're a dick. I mean, like, you're selfish, and you really need, we all need to get into a part of this. And I hate to take a hard line with people, but I'm not on the left. I'm not going to say what people want them, I'm not going to, I'm not afraid to hurt somebody's feelings, because I'm not afraid to get my feelings hurt, because they don't get hurt. So, I mean, we can't bitch and complain if we don't step up. These places are making it easy and free for us to do. And it's kind of the same letter on all these different, whether you go to Firearms Policy Coalition, whether you go Protect the Second Amendment, whether you go to the GOA, all of that doesn't make a difference, okay? They're all basically the same type of letter, but I send them out from each and every one of them. So, that said, I have here, let me pull it up right here, and I think I got it right here. Yes, I do. And good. So I go ahead and I take this right here. Let me just see if I can drag and put this up on the screen right here. Boom. Okay, I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys. So this is from Chucky. This is from Chucky Schumer. I don't know. I write out so many letters to them. I don't even know what thing we're talking about, but they all have to do with guns. And Schumer says, thank you for contacting me regarding gun control legislation. Like you, I believe the right to bear arms is guaranteed by the Constitution's Second Amendment. Okay? While I respect the Second Amendment to the Constitution, I believe that we have a collective interest in keeping guns out of the hands of those who want to harm the innocent. I believe it is possible to strike a reasonable balance. I have long advocated for faster and more accurate background checks so legal purchasers can receive their guns quickly while ensuring criminals do not illegally purchase and possess firearms. After the tragedy, and he puts the same exact thing in every one of his form letters, at the tragedy of Virginia Tech 2007, I took the leading role in passing the National Instant Criminal Background Check System NICS Improvement Amendments Act through the Senate. This legislation, supported by the National Rifle Association, DICS, authorizes funds for states to compile required background data into the shared NICS database, ensuring that this information is comprehensive and up to date and will better prevent criminals from illegally purchasing and possessing firearms. I have also fought to create new opportunities for law-abiding citizens to exercise their right to use guns. That includes working to expand hunting grounds in New York State by creating a financial incentive to allow private landowners to allow hunters to access their property. Again, thank you for contacting me. Please keep in touch. And of course, I had a million things that I wanted to say in response, but I decided I wanted to keep it short and sweet. And so I said, great, then we both know you will vote against any future anti-gun or restrictive legislation. Then states to the press your reason for doing so is that gun restrictions do not work, using New York City as an example. Due to its most restrictive laws and highest gun violence, I appreciate what you do and that you will not waste the taxpayers' money any further. And you guys can copy, and you can just screenshot this if you ever want to just write them back and say, look, when you write me, because I'm going to send you one of these form letters, that's fantastic. You know what I mean? And good, then you're just going to go out to the press and you're going to say, yeah, I didn't vote for this gun legislation, and I'm not going to vote for this anti-gun legislation because, look, we already have tough gun laws on the books, and they don't work. So why would we give more laws? Why would we do that? It doesn't make any sense. Is it maybe that our police force is a failure and they can't control crime, they can't stop crime? Because if that's the case, I don't think that another law in the books is going to make them do their job any more efficiently. It's not going to happen. Period. So, this is my patented response to all of them right now. And I mean, I had a lot of other responses. And I'm the type of guy, I'll write 5 different emails and then I won't send them and then I'll read them and I'll say, let me try to keep it simple. And I think that this is the most effective. Look, yes, you support the Second Amendment. That's wonderful. I'm not going to get into the tit-to-tat with you about whether or not the Knicks background is ridiculous and makes no friggin' sense whatsoever. I'm not going to get into all that other stuff. What I am going to get into is that we're going to go right to the heart of the matter. You are a New York State senator. You are well aware of the gun laws in your state and what they do, and most of the time what they don't do. So we definitely got to agree on that. So therefore, there's no reason to waste taxpayers' money and go any further with this. Liam, come. Come here, my big boy. Come on. And so there we are with that. Let's go back to the side chat right here. You know? Jed, thank you, my brother. Jed, you're the man. You're the man. So I was thinking about you today, Jed. I was on MeWe, and there was a guy showing stuff that he makes for, like, leg holsters and stuff like that, you know? And I was thinking of, not you. I'm sorry. It wasn't you, Jed. No, Jed, I love you. I'm always thinking of you anyway. No, it was Legar Maniac who sent me a holster that he made for me. Sorry. I get you two guys mixed up because you guys don't actually live far from one another. That's why. You guys should hook up. Really, really great guy. Matt Noah. That's who it is. And, but Jed, thank you very, very much, man. You are the man. You are the man. Oh, but I was thinking of you today also because of the fact that I'm going to go in. I'm mailing out anything I owe people today. So we're going to get all that taken care of. And I've got a lot of ammo I want to give away to guys, man. Here's what I got. Here's what I'll be putting up, okay? Well, I have to send out to Christopher Reed because I owe Christopher Reed a couple boxes of ammo, so I got that. Jed getting 224 Valkyrie with the 224 ammo, which is that. And I've got some 7.62 by 39. I don't know who needs that. Give me a thumbs up if you use 7.62 by 39. And I will put some boxes together and send some boxes out. I got maybe, I don't know, man, 1,500 rounds out of something like that, you know. So I can afford boxes. It's all good. 22 LR. I'm going to go pick up some 22 LR. I got to call this guy. There's a guy who I met on Reddit who's got 800 pack bricks of Federal 22 LR. And it's only $110 for it's like, you know, so that's not a lot of money for 800 round bricks of it. And he's also got, if anybody's interested, he's got 40 Smith & Wesson for $598 for 1,000 rounds. And he said he would break it up into 500 rounds. So if you do need it, I will hook you up with the guy. And he's a local guy from out here. So I'm sure he'll just put it in the mail and, you know, take care of it and stuff like that. And if I do connect you with somebody, I'm putting my name and my word on it. So I will back it up. All right. If God forbid there's ever a problem. I got... some good news is I got some 338 dies coming in the mail. And let me see if this guy responded to me or not. I wrote him earlier. He wrote me back. And, yep. Okay, buddy, I'm not worried about it. Trust you. Do you have a Cash App, a PayPal? I prefer Cash App, all right? PayPal, slow for the response, not a problem, all right? I got a set of Lapua dies, 338 Lapua dies, because I want to reload for my 338 Lapua, you know? And... for $65 mailed. Not bad, right? For 338 Lapua dies. Tell me, you guys, what you think. All you reloaders out there. Now I'm going to have to try to find Magnum primers. Jed, if there's any Magnum primers out there, please let me know. I need Magnum. I guess that's large Magnum primers, right? Large rifle Magnum primers. And the other thing is... I have brass already. Projectiles, you know. But I'm kind of wanting to try casting projectiles and gas testing them. Don't know what gas testing is yet, you know, but I'll figure it out. Gas testing for projectiles as well. Let's go here to the thing right here. Okay. Excellent deal on the 228 308 45 is wanted. 556 223. All right. 223 556 always welcome. Okay. I thought you had a 7.62 by 39. I thought you did. Large rifle. Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. 22 LR, not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah, so I'm going to pick it up. All right. So, guys, please, if you have my phone number, okay, if you don't, email me. I'll give you my phone number so you could send me your information. Text me your information, okay? email me, and then it's best after you get my phone number when you email me, it's best thing to do is to text me, because then it's right there on my phone, and then I keep them all at the top right there, you know. Plus, don't forget, I got Michael Henry wants to give out, he's got a whole bunch of other ammunition he wants to give out to you guys as well. So we've got some good stuff going on. So if you need ammo, okay, if you're low or out on ammo or something that you need, let me know, okay, let me know. 22 LR, man, I got plenty of that stuff. I don't know, man, I might have, I don't know, 5,000 rounds, 10,000 rounds, I don't know. I know Mike's probably got around 20,000 rounds over there of it. But you know, other ones, I got a lot of steel case, poly-coated steel case for 5.56, 223-ish. Might have some 77 grain Remington, not steel case, but 77. I might have some 75 grains. 75 grain, 77 grain. This is a 5.56, 223-ish. Things of that nature, you know. So you guys just got to let me know about that. All right. 210 primers. I don't know what 210 primers are. One of you guys will know what it is. Guys, tell me what that is. All right. I need a better boomstick for 33.9 M1 carbon would be good. Oh, yeah. Okay, you got it. All right. I mean, let me tell you something. Like the 7.62 by 39, I haven't shot it in over a year. So I've been itching to go out there and shoot 7.62 by 39, okay? All right. Yep. North Carolina has a bill for constitutional carry. Yes. That is fantastic, Jerry. Also, who just put through one? Was it? Who just told me about that? I think that it was I think it was Ghost Rider. I think Ghost Rider just said something about there was a constitutional carry thing that was just being pushed through over there that the governor's going to sign. Was it in Indiana or Ohio or one of those I's, I think. I think it starts with an I, you know? Okay. Oh, at the same time you sent me that. All right, brother, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Okay, let's see what we got here. But you don't have a scope yet. I'll have to see what we can do about that. I have somebody that has a scope of mine that's going to be giving it back to me, which is, it's a 3-9 Bushnell scope. It's a nice scope. No, it's not. It's a 3-9 Nikon scope. It's still a nice scope. I don't know what you're going to put. I don't know what you're looking to put on there or not. You know what I mean? Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Oofa, oofa, oofa. Love it. Absolutely love it. Great job. Tell us what you're shooting over there, man. What would you be shooting with a 338? A 338 Lapua. I want to do some more casting of copper rounds. This is what I want to do. I want to do some solid copper casting, maybe some solid brass casting. I do have, I would like to do something like that. Some like real good, like go through anything type of rounds, you know? Yeah, not a problem, man. Not a problem at all, you know? 210s are large rifle primers. Oh, okay. All right. So if 210s are large rifle primers, that's awesome. That works. I load for my 308s, you know? It's all good. Look at Midway Crimson Chase. Yes, abso-friggin-lutely. The Crimson Chase 3 series, Series 3, awesome scope. Guys, I want to show you a really cool picture real quick before we go into anything on Gorn. I want to show you this right here. Hold up a second. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Hold up. Gotta pull it up here. Hang on one second. I want to show you this cool picture right here. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Let's do this. Okay. Let's save that. So, Ghost Rider USA sent me the picture. Sent me this picture of his rig with his case right here. I just want to throw it up real quick because it's just something that, obviously you're gonna see why it's to my heart right there. So I'll go ahead and I'll just pull this up right here real quick. I just want to show it to you guys because it's really, oh man, it's just so awesome. Check this out. I'll put this in. Where's my images? Boom, good. And Ghost. Good, done, save. All right, so I'll pull this up right here. Boom, there we go. Excellent. We'll put this back right here. Images, there we go. Check this out, guys. Look at that case right there. Is that awesome or what? Look at that rig. Oh, so he's got the matching lower receiver with, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am digging that case right there. Look at that with the little jets on the side. He put that, because the reason what made me think of that just now was Midway, man. Midway made me think of that when you said, because he said he picked it up at Midway. Speaking of stuff, all right, I shot my 308 on Sunday. Good hits on a 6-inch plate at 500 yards. Oof. I would love to shoot 500 yards. I wish I had 500 yards to shoot. Oh my God. I mean, I think that because one of the big reasons why, could I make time and go to the range? Absolutely, I honestly could, guys. Why don't I go to the range all the time? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one is because every time I go to the range, I feel compelled to make videos. So it kind of like screws with my head because I really want to make videos and share it with you guys. But the other thing is when I go to the range, it's like it's a bench rest range, and it's just like, so number one, I can't do any like fast shooting. That's not happening. I can't do any it's just, you're sitting down and that's it. I could, if I go to another range, I could go into prone and lay down, but you're still not doing any fast shooting. You're not moving around. There's no drills or anything like that. It's one shot, then another shot and so on. And then the final thing is it's only 200-300 yards. That's it. So you kind of get like, all right, I already got it, getting good groups at, 200 yards. I'm already getting good groups at 300 yards. I'm already hitting that, whatever it is you set your goal out to hit that day. I'm sub on my way, which is always my goal. And then you feel like you're kind of like just throwing rounds down there afterwards, or I'll bring a whole bunch of guns and I'll just get confused on what I want to shoot and I wind up screwing everything up. I went there. I was on the phone with Jed a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And I was on my way to the range, and I went there to shoot the 224 Valkyrie, and I showed you guys some footage of that. I only shot a magazine of that, and that was it. I was done. Number one, it was late in the day, but number two, I went there to help my friends zero in their rifles. So it wasn't really a day for me to be doing anything other than helping them zero in their rifles so that they could. And it was kind of stupid because I said, I said, they were going to get there before me. So I said, go to the 100-yard range. I said, don't go over to the right where the 50s are. Go to the 100 because I was only thinking for myself that I wanted to be at 100 yards just to make sure that the scope that I had on top of that was zeroed for 100. Not because I forgot. I did know it, but I forgot that these guys had red dots. Dumb move. You know what I mean? Because you can't zero a red dot at 100 yards. You'll get on paper, but to really know, especially if you're dealing with a new shooter who doesn't really have all that control. Sorry, but still, I still helped him work on his trigger control and his breathing. And, we made it work, but it was my fault because it's not the type of range you could just easily just pick up and move to the 50-yard spot. It's on the other side of the range. So it's a pain in the butt. My fault. I screwed it up. But, either here or there. It was any day at the range is a good day at the range, Christopher Reed, what's going on, man? I just mentioned you a little while ago, man. I said I'm gonna get Christopher Reed's stuff out to him because I got to send him ammo. So definitely gonna get that. Now, I finally have body armor coming. Spartan 550, fantastic. So funny that you said body armor because they're trying to ban body armor here in my state. No shit. Anything above level 1 makes no sense whatsoever. So they want to ban it. How they would ever accomplish that, somebody couldn't sell it or, So what am I going to do? I don't care. I already got body armor. But, I do care. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean it like that. But the thing is that if I want to buy new body armor, like the Spartan 500 is supposed to be really, really good, I
I also want to get the sweatshirt. But they don't sell it as, it's not sold as body armor. So they have level 3 sweatshirts. They're like $349. I think I mentioned it to you guys. And my wife was like, are you out of your mind? Then when I told her what it was, she was like, that's pretty cool. What's wrong with, and here, check this out, guys. So, interesting that you said that. So do you guys know what happened a couple of weeks ago at a shooting range? I know you guys are aware of that. I am. I'm aware of it. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. Tragic. So, and this is the reason why I want to wear something protective when I'm at the shooting range, because you never know what the hell is going to happen anywhere in this world. Let me go ahead and pull this up right here. Okay, so where are we? Here we go. All right, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let me pull this up. Here we go. That's not what I want there. Stop this fucking Brave bullshit, man. All right, let me copy this. Let's copy. Let's come up to here. Let's paste and go. Okay, so and then I have the video and stuff for you guys. So we'll talk. We'll talk about it. I got a whole bunch of little videos for you guys to watch. So let's go ahead and let me just share this screen here with you real quick. Right here. Oh no, let's go back. Cocksucker. Paste and go again. Let's do that again. All right, here we go. Let me share the screen. All right, so. Okay, 3 dead in Jefferson gun outlet shooting. Sheriff doesn't know and they'll never know why. So apparently this gentleman right here, okay, Joshua Williams, this is absolutely tragic right here, guys. Absolutely tragic. Make myself a little bit bigger. Here we go. Okay. So, all right, at first Joshua Williams seemed to be complying with Crestwin staffers at Jefferson Gun Outlet to take his loaded pistol out of the Matari gun range where it could be unloaded, stored in a case. There was no arguing, no terse words. Okay, this is a gentleman right here. And I have some video. It doesn't show anything crazy or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about if you have children in the room. All right? But as Williams made his way to the door, Saturday afternoon, he abruptly stopped and fired a shot out over the parking lot towards Airline Drive. Then he turned back toward the counter and explicitly executed a customer, beginning a bloody gun battle that would involve 8 shooters and left 3 people dead. Okay? All right, so I've read this story 6 ways from Sunday, so let me explain to you what happened as far as what they know what happened. Okay? So, and we're going to go on and I'll bring this stuff up. So apparently, Mr. Williams goes into this gun store with his brother and his 2 nephews. And they were going to do, it's a gun, you have the gun shop in the front and then you have the shooting lanes in the back. So they go in and somebody sees either like a 30-round magazine sticking out the back of his Glock. So he's got it holstered. He's wearing it. It's either IWB or OWB. Either way, it's on his hip. But they can see that the magazine is sticking out because it's an extended magazine. It's a 30-round magazine. Fine. So the clerk tells him, says, listen, we don't allow anyone to carry open in here or concealed. Is it loaded? And he said, no, it's not loaded. And he said, well, but still, he said, could you please go outside, put it in a locked case, and then you can bring it in and do whatever you want to do. We just don't allow anybody to carry. There doesn't seem to be any words, no back and forth about it or anything like that. So what he does is he walks to the door. Now, this is where it gets really weird, okay? He turns around, he goes to the door. Now, let me get the picture right here. And he opens the door and fires a shot out across the parking lot. So, and in fact, was loaded. So let me go. I believe I have that here on here. Hold on a second. Okay, so let's see. Let me copy this. Okay, so close. So look, he walks out, he's looking back in, he fires a shot outside, Boom. Immediately turns around, and there was a woman that was going close to him. I'll make this a little bigger for you guys. And I'm going to pause it right at that moment right there. And he fires a shot, turns around, boom. This woman right here was picking up her firearm that was getting worked on. And so she had her firearm, but she wasn't able to draw down on him. And he shoots up right there. Boom. Let me see if I can let me just pause this and bring this right to that. It won't let me do it. Okay, so that's the first thing that happens. So that sets it all off right there. Now, there are some other views of this. So let me go ahead and pull some other views out right here. Let me copy this. Let's put this one in here. I might have them on here. They might be on here. Hold up. Okay. I'll do the next one. Let's paste and go. What was that? Okay, so this one right here is after he goes in. So he has a shootout with people in the place. So they're shooting at him. He's shooting back, and he winds up. I'm gonna play the part where the sheriff tells it all. So we're gonna get to that. Then he goes through, and he was about to shoot into this area right here. He did shoot in that area, but not until his brother and his nephews ran out. Okay, so he went here. His brother, that's his brother up at the top of the screen right there. And his two little nephews run out. Then he goes back and he shoots into there. And then he goes into, this is in the back, where the shooting lanes are. Okay? So, next one right here. Let's go to the next one. Let's copy that. Command V. We'll go there. Close that. Now, this part right here is the beginning again, okay? This was the outside camera. Right after they told him, please, sir, you have to bring it out to your car and put it in a case and bring it back in. He goes and fires a shot out in the air and then turns right around, just starts shooting people. I mean, it's just blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. All right, so let me go here. Oops, excuse me. That's the surveillance video from in there. This is the first surveillance video that you saw. It was this is the thing for Louisiana, multiple deaths right there. This was the woman that lost her life. There was another guy that lost his life as well. It's not on this one right here. Let me see something here. If I had anything else on there. Now, I'll show you what the sheriff had to say on this. Let me go ahead and let me pull this up right here. Let's go. I'll go into my history here. Let me change that. Switch the account there. Blip, blip, blip. Go to there, right there. Good. And let's go to this right here. I know it was way back in there. Okay. I used to shooting in LA. Let's go back to this right here. Let's go to this month. Here we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and play this.
I can't necessarily provide some of those answers today. The fact of it is I don't know if we'll ever know the why of why this happened. My detectives, my crime scene, my officers of Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office have, lack of a better term, worked their butts off for the last 48 hours trying to come to someone and necessarily bring his country to that store to let them do that. Imagine. Happened to them.
Shot wound.
I think.
Oh, this isn't the one.
If you
Essentially, what happened was they got his brother in there, and his brother doesn't even know why he flipped out. You know why this guy went in. So I want to get back to the reason why we're talking about body armor here. Okay, is you do not know what people are going to think. Now, this got me to thinking of something else. Now, what did this get me to thinking about? This got me to thinking about. So 3 people lost their life. Okay, one of these guys was shot. He was on the ground. He didn't even know the guy was behind him. The guy who was the shooter was behind him, and he wound up shooting him on the ground, and he didn't even know that he was about to die. He was laying down on his side on the ground or something like that and got shot. There wound up being an exchange of gunfire outside in the parking lot from other people and employees, because you got to remember, people were in the gun shop. People were all the way in the back with their heads on, with their ears on. A lot of people didn't know what was going on because you hear shots all the time. You're in a gun range. Apparently, he wound up being shot himself out in the parking lot. It rolled out into there, and he left twice. So he didn't just leave one time. Okay, that first time the fire, he went back out again, and he tried to get back in, and he wound up hitting the bar across the door because all the glass was broken, and then went under it, and then went inside, and then that's when he went all the way into the back and started shooting people. My point being is that you never know when it's going to kick off. You never know when something crazy is going to happen. So, therefore, for me personally, better to be safe than sorry. Wear something. Try to wear some type of protective body armor. But this brings me to this. So, what do you guys think about this? If they didn't have that rule that people couldn't be armed inside of, I mean, you have to go through the gun shop. Then from the gun shop, you have to go into, you check in, and then you go there, then you unpack your whatever it is you're shooting, and you shoot in your lane. But my point is that, okay, they have this rule, and nobody in the gun shop was armed. So somebody comes in armed, none of them are armed. Kind of a terrible rule. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I understand the reasons for it. I could understand the reason for it. You could tell me whatever reason you want. I'll understand it. I just still think it's a terrible rule. I mean, this is a gun shop. Everyone should be packing heat. It's just my opinion. Hey, you come in here, you want to start shooting up? We got guns too. We're going to do our thing as well. We're going to protect ourselves. All right, let's see. Let's see what you guys saying over here, man, because I'm missing you guys over here. Allow me, what's going on, my brother? Oh, yeah. They would have did this in my local gun shop. Oh, an 80-year-old pal, they would have lumped this guy up with 240 Glocks. No doubt. Oh, man. I worked at a gun store for 3 months. I had to carry. Yeah, I mean, come on. You're talking about guns, man. People want to come in. They're getting, But there was no argument. There was no craziness going on. They just don't understand it. His own brother was like, I just don't understand it. He says, I'd like to say I'm sorry to these people. I just don't know what to say. And I feel terrible. I really feel terrible. But what does his mom say? This kid's mom? They murdered my son. Tries to bring out the racist stuff and all that other stuff. They murdered my son. Your son flipped the fuck out, lady. Your son flipped out and fucking went in there and started killing people for no reason at all. They murdered your son? Are you kidding me? Your son needed a bullet in the head to be stopped. Because he wasn't stopping. He had 3 more guns in his car, or 2 more guns in his car, more ammunition. What do you think he was going to do? He was going to go out to his car and get more guns. He's already fully committed. Let's just keep slaying him, Bullsack Ramen, what's going on, man? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I miss you guys. I miss you too. Bullsack. Thank you for hanging out with us over here, man. I really appreciate that. This was in Louisiana. This was just last week. This happened right away, where are you guys going here? Inkadama, what's going on, my brother? How are you, man? How are you? So, Jimmy Hunt, what's going on, man? What's going on, my brother? Red Dawn, AK-74, man, cop attacked with knife. Cops and citizens shot the criminal. There you have it. There you have it. You know, I really do hope, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Red Dot, you need a 4x8 sheet of plywood, 0 at 100 yards. Yeah, absolutely. Good point. That was a good point. Bringing it back to the conversation earlier. I really, really do get, but I prefer iron sights like our forefathers. Absolutely. I just like to point and shoot, you know, spray and pray. Hold on. Let's hear that sound again. All right. There we go. So, what was I saying over here? I was about to say something. What's Fraz armor? What is that? What's the new Fraz armor? Guys, let me know what that is right there. You know? Train to move real quick like Morpheus. Yeah, man. No doubt. No doubt. I use sights for scopes that allow for iron sights to be used also. Yeah, absolutely. You have to. You have to have some type of backup. You know what I mean? Bulletproof hoodie would be good. Demolition Ranch did a video on one. Good. Excellent. He could afford them. I can't afford them right now. You know? So much rough terrain. Okay? Max range stretch to 100 yards most of the time. Rare for 300 yards. Let me tell you something. If I could shoot like all the time, you know what I mean? If I could shoot like all the time, I wouldn't mind. Like if I could shoot like short and stuff like that and just drill and train and all, I would love to do it, man. I would absolutely love to do it, you know? A lot of people getting caught up with technology. Less is better. Yes. Okay. And technology, man. Oof. So I got you guys, you know, like technology has been a blessing for us in so many ways. We would not be knowing, none of us would know each other. We wouldn't be able to have this conversation today if it was not for technology. And in that regard, it is an absolute wonderful thing. It really, really is. But unfortunately, you always have people that are just bad. You know, you always have people that just want to, let me move this microphone a little closer right here. Hey, you always have people that want to. So you always have people that just want to like, they want to control everybody else around you. And that's terrible. One of you guys sent me the thing on, and I want to start looking into more like vibrations and how vibrations, our brains handle vibrations and stuff like that. Want to start talking more about food and water and where it is coming from. I've touched on food in the past, and I do know that there are 12 major states in the United States for food, because this is all going to come down to a war for food and a war for water. This is what this country is. We are an agricultural system. The United States is agricultural first, before anything. Before we make steel, before we make oil, before we, you know, anything that we pull out of the ground, all right? We are friggin' farmers, first and foremost. We've got that shit down. We have black belts in fucking agriculture here in the United States. And I'm not talking about like, my wife has started us. I haven't started, but I have started because my wife started us. Everything is organic now. I don't eat anything. And I will tell you, the name of the store that we go to now is called Lidl, L-I-D. I don't know if you guys have that store, but it's a German store. And when you go there, they have like stuff from all over the world. And it's really mostly, what I say is not processed and all that stuff. What I say is organic, okay? It's mostly organic stuff. I'm not talking about like Trader Joe's bullshit and all that stuff. It's just a big shopping store, but it's really good. And all the food, and what I find interesting about the organic, and it pisses me off, because why do I have to pay more for food that's grown naturally than food that's made in, you know, that's got all types of stuff pumped into it? Like, I just, never makes any sense to me. Like, organic milk as opposed to some other type of other milk, you know, I get it. You know, maybe, you know, they're grass feeding and they're doing whatever feeding, not giving antibiotics. That's wonderful. By the way, I just heard about, do any of you guys like Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A, a lot of MSG in their food in Chick-fil-A. And also a dentist did a thing as far as the sauces that they use. There's like toxic stuff in their sauces that they use. And Chick-fil-A's got a pretty good name in there. always, I don't know about by you guys if you have a Chick-fil-A by you, but they're closed on Sundays. God bless. But I will tell you this, Chick-fil-A is always packed. Always, always packed. People love that shit, man. I mean, I could take it or leave it, Chick-fil-A. I definitely won't eat it now since I found out what I found out about all the MSG and stuff like that. But so we've moved to more organic. Cool. That's great. I will tell you this, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm less tired. Been 2 weeks now, and people say, "Well, I got more energy, and I'm doing this." I literally am where I would want to nap in the middle of the day. I'm not napping in the middle of the day. Where I want to, where I want to, I go to bed at. Well, I don't go to bed. You guys know. You guys are on the phone with me at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But if I get to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, I won't wake up until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You just can't get my ass out of bed. I just don't want to get up. And it's hard because my wife, she's handling the dogs and stuff. Well, she hasn't been feeling well the past several days. And so I've been making sure I need to get, you need to get up. You need the animals. It's 365 friggin' days a year, man. There's no taking a break when you got animals. That's why I would be ideal for a farm. You know what I mean? It's just I need better sleeping arrangements. The only reason I'm up so late is not because I choose to. It's because I don't put my dogs away at night. So they run around like little monsters and they keep me awake all night long. So that's the number one reason why, I always had sleeping issues, but once I close my eyes, I'm out. I'm out for the count. But I like to be up also. It's like I start reading stuff and I start looking through stuff and I want to learn new stuff and I get on the phone with you guys or I'm start texting you guys back and forth in the middle of the night. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Can't sleep? Nah, I can't sleep. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, man, that really sucks. So, all right, so let's talk about what else we got right here, man. I'm looking at, man, I love German food. All right, it's in my blood. We have German restaurant market a couple hours away. They sell meats. They process right there on site. Also important. A lot of good German. Yes. You look at the people, United States, man, we are really, really overweight here in the United States. I mean, seriously. I mean, in general, we are. And it's, let me tell you something. I had this sergeant, my platoon sergeant's name is Sergeant Regalato. And he's telling me, man, we had some guys that were heavier. And we're in a light infantry unit, man. You got to be, we're all Ranger qualified. And he would say, if you can hump it, you can have it. No matter what your weight is, if you can do the job, who cares? And these guys do the job, even if they were really big, stocky guys. My point being is that as long as you're happy and you're healthy, who cares what size you are because we're all different sizes. But I think by and large in the United States, we're probably a little bit more overweight than, a lot of other places. You go down to Central Florida, man. I don't know what they're doing down there, man. People just moving slower. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to gig on anybody or anything like that. But I don't think it's their fault. I think it's the culture of fast food and the culture of making it easy to get. Food is easy to get. Hey, you guys ever watched the movie Ezekiel? Whoa. With Denzel Washington? So I watched Ezekiel the other day. Holy cow. So Ezekiel, the movie Ezekiel there was the big flash. And so he's at this one point in the movie. And it was really ironic that I turned the movie on at this particular point. And he's talking with the girl. And she was like, well, what was it like? How old are you? You were there before the big flash? And he's like, yes. And the movie's about this guy, Ezekiel. And he's got a Bible. He's got a King James Edition Bible. Another thing I've been reading a lot more is the Bible lately. And not just because Frankie Beans died and all, but just recently I have been. And now since Frankie Beans died, I've really been into the Bible. But my point is, I didn't tell you guys what happened. So, I was really emotional. Did I tell you guys what happened with Frankie Beans? So, you guys know my dog died. But I get to, Frankie Beans is dying on me. And then blood starts coming out his nose and out his mouth, and his tongue starts hanging. I see his gums are changing color, and I know he's gone. And I'm on the phone with a vet, and they're like, take him to the hospital right away. And I'm picking him up. I'm like, hang in there, buddy. I keep pressing his chest, trying to keep it. The little man had a heart attack. But I get into, this is how fucked up people are. This is how totally fucked up people are. So I get to the clinic, the vet clinic, which is associated with the veteran hospital, the veterinarian hospital here. And I have my dog, and there's blood all over me because he's bleeding at his orifices. You know what I mean? He's gone, but I was hoping that they could do something to save him. Maybe he had a little heartbeat in there, which wouldn't have been fair to keep him alive. But when you're sad, you want what you want. So I'm carrying him. He's like inside a jacket that I just scooped him up in a jacket. And there's blood. I got blood, man. I'm crying. I'm going to my dog. And I walk in, open up the door, and the girls are behind the counter. And I'm like, can somebody please help my dog? I think he's dying, or he already died. And the very first fucking words out of this girl's mouth were, "Do you have a mask, sir?" I fucking shit you not. I looked at her like, didn't even respond to that. I just stood there with my dog. Blood dripping all over the floor. Saliva, blood, anything that's going to come out, it's coming out. On the floor right there, all over me. Sir, do you have a mask? Are people out of there? What is wrong with people? Now, normally this would have been the point where a person like me redid the whole thing real quick so I could get it on film and become a fucking internet sensation. Literally. People take advantage of situations like this. However, and I could have even just did it afterwards. I could have just pulled the roll up to the place and filmed it and said, hey, anybody go here? You know, these mask holes over here, you know? But they were so good after that. The doctor came out and took care of Frankie, and then they cleaned them all up and they wrapped them up in a little blanket and said, you know, do you want to, set them on fire right now? What do they call that? Cremation. You want to set them on fire? You want to cremate them? Do you want to put a little paw print? And, I said they really took care of him and they gave him back to me. I said, I want to take him back. I want to bury him. And she said, all right, just give us about 10 minutes. We're going to clean him up. I mean, so like they were so nice after that, the doctor and all. Like I didn't have the heart to say that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. Just to show you. The girl behind the counter, the two girls behind the counter, like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you out of your mind? Is that the only thing that you can think of right now? You're in the wrong business. Absolutely wrong business. You should not be doing what you're doing. You should be barred from dealing with people, period. For that to be the very first thing on your mind. It was nuts. Yeah. I mean, trust me, all that stuff, man, yeah. These things flash through my mind real quick. All right, so let me give you guys a little insight on me, okay? So, I've been a fighter since I can stand, okay? I grew up in a whole family, all my cousins, everybody's fighters. We all grew up fighting. I mean, when I was, hanging out as a punk kid and I was 16 years old and spent all the money that my dad gave me and stuff like that for allowance, and me and my cousin Giuseppe, we would go and we would fight and literally chalked off rings, and we would fight for money. And fight. I fought my whole life. You name a martial art, man, I've taken it. And my whole point is that it brings my level down on things. That's my whole point. It brings my level down. I'm a good person to have a weapon with because I will think 100 times before using it or before inflicting violence on other people. But it doesn't mean that I won't think about doing it, I just won't act on those things, I just won't act. And I've always been a really good counterfighter because of the fact that I was never really one to initiate or like, I want to smash your I always want to crush every fucking tooth in your face and watch them come through your lips. So, I mean, I probably say anytime I've ever gotten to an issue with somebody, I was swung on first. My point being, I was just like, I wasn't even surprised. That was the whole thing. When she said that to me, I just looked at her like, it didn't deserve a response. I'm like, I must look pathetic enough as it is. What is a fucking mask going to do to make me look any more pathetic than I already am? Crazy. I am. Oh, I become offensive real quick, man. It was just nuts, man. It was absolutely nuts. They are just so. You're right. You're right. You're right, Chris. They are just so. They're just so programmed. They are programmed. It is absolutely nuts. You know what's really nice? I kind of live in, I mean, I do live in a neighborhood that's, I mean, aside from the younger generation that's just stupid. But, you know, I see all the people around here. I go to stores and, you know, like my wife goes in, I'll go in, I'm not wearing a mask, you know. Somebody tells me to put a mask on, I'm like, I don't have one. So we don't wear them. And if someone has an issue with it, then I have a mask in my car. I'll go get it. If it's, you know, I'm not going to start a confrontation, but I'm going to make my little statement right there. But my wife goes into the store, and I always bring the dogs with me everywhere, you know, Liam and Pearl, and I walk them around without a mask. And no one ever says, I see people, nobody's wearing masks, you know, nobody's wearing masks anywhere. I know you guys are living in a lot of states now that are lifting all these restrictions. This place is absolutely nuts. We got a friggin' governor over here who they're spending more time on people that are alive, whose feelings may have been hurt because he may have tried to touch them or kiss them, than the 10,000, 11,000 plus people that are dead because him and Dr. Doom over here decided to take COVID patients and put them with the elderly, the highest risk in our whole population in the United States, and murdered all these people. But the Democrats want to come out with this friggin' Me Too movement because somebody's feelings might have been hurt, or because it's just, you know, because it's women. I don't know, man. It just makes you, you know. Oh, well, you guys saw the new CDC. Interesting you said that, brother. You guys saw the new CDC thing, right? So what is this? Since when does the CDC say what we can and what we can't do? Because the CDC is saying now, well, if you have the vaccination, you can get together indoors, but you still got to wear a mask outside. Since when do we listen? Since when did that become the rule, the law, as opposed to the recommendation, where you have, I don't want to get into all this COVID shit on here. You know, we'll talk about masks and stuff like that, but that's what got me knocked off. Those videos and all that stuff knocked off. Every video that I put on COVID, and all of them were true, they knocked me in the head with them. So, you know. Greenland. Do we have a review for Greenland? Let's see what they're talking about Greenland right here. Let's see. Greenland, the movie. Hold up. Let's see if we can see the coming attraction to it. Hold up. Here we go. Let's pull this up right here. Hold up.
Any two toppings on my large pizza for just $10. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon, the $10 tastemaker, only from Pizza Hut. I think I'm about to out Pizza the Hut. No one out Pizza the Hut.
The only thing people want to talk about today is this Clark, this interstellar comet.
Right? I mean,
yeah, big news.
I don't see Clark.
Oh, maybe he's still sleeping.
Dad.
Some of Clark's larger fragments are now expected to enter our atmosphere.
That's right, and now these are just...
What are they saying?
More of the same.
I bet you it's gonna make a heck of a show.
Whoa. Where are they going?
I don't know.
When the first chunk is about to hit.
Hit?
Only part of it. It's going in the ocean.
Would you look at that?
Wait, where's the explosion?
We now are getting word that the fragment has hit Central Florida.
Oh my God.
Wait, are some more pieces gonna hit?
Come on, let's go.
But the sky's on fire.
2 days. They got it all wrong. There's a ton of fragments. Planet killers.
Space agencies are predicting an extinction level event.
We're gonna be together, all right, kiddo? We're just trying to get to safety.
They've been tracking the military flights to bunkers in Greenland.
It's our only chance.
Move back!
Nathan! Allison!
Where's Dad?
We'll find him. It's okay. Clark's largest fragment will hit in less than 24 hours.
I swear, I'm gonna get my family into that bunker. I know you will, son.
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately.
What is it? What's going on?
If you are hearing this broadcast, seek shelter immediately. Seek shelter immediately.
Hang on, Nathan.
Seek shelter immediately. Seek shelter immediately.
Wow. Oof. That was crazy. Was it as good as the trailer said it was? That was pretty crazy. Let's see. Let's go back to this right here. Let's go back to my side chat right here, man. I want to go see it, you know? I definitely want to go see it. Let's see what we got. All right, let's go back over here. What did they talk about today? Were they talking about the governor and stuff like that? Tim Pool? I like Tim Pool. I was just talking about him with Robin Hood the other day. You look at his views starting to go down a little bit here and there. I don't know whether they're throttling him or what they're doing, but he's made a good name for himself. He's a very, very, very smart guy, and he's been doing this for a very long time, man. He's not new to this. He's been around, man. He's been around. He used to be with Vice TV, I believe. I think he was with Vice. You know, let's see what we got over here. Boop, 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 boop. Bone speaker in an open area. Yep, it is. It is definitely. Yeah, that's right. But you know what? So, I mean, I literally started thinking of a channel to be anti-conservative channel, just to draw people in, just to find out who they are. No, I shit you not. I've been thinking about that a lot, you know. So maybe I should do like an anti-conservative channel. See how many left-wingers I could pull in, you know. I mean, all right, let's look at it this way, okay? It's only a matter of time. So I was watching earlier today. Interesting that we talk about this. The Sierra Nevada mountains, okay? There is a super volcano under the Sierra Nevada mountains. And so they had these guys over there. I was watching a show right before I came on doing this. I was sitting there with my dogs. I wanted a little time out before I had to go and feed them and come in here and see you guys. And so what they do is there's some signs about, and they're pretty consistent over the course of the earth on when a volcano is going to go. You know what I mean? And we're talking about Sierra Nevada mountain range, and we're talking about Nevada. We're talking about Colorado. A lot of people live there. So, note to conservatives, everybody just move out of that if you're anywhere near the Sierra Nevada mountain range. Got to move now. They're showing, because of the CO2 being released from these vents, it's killing all the trees. So they can see these spots. If you go on an aerial and you look, you'll see these spots of trees that are decimated these trees. Now, there's a big lake that's over there near the Sierra Nevada mountains, and this big lake, and they were thinking that what happens is lakes suck in CO2. And what they do is they form what's called a bubble underneath, the CO2 bubble. So as they continue to pull in more and more CO2, the bubble gets bigger and bigger, and then eventually explodes. And where was it? There was someplace somewhere in the globe where the bubble popped, it exploded, and it decimated the whole village. It killed 1,700 people and thousands of animals. like this, because it's, imagine if you went to sleep and you had the gas running in your house. It's the same exact thing, but it would be instantaneously. Everybody died. And it just decimated the whole village. So 1,700 people, that's a lot of people. Thousands of animals, that's a lot of animals. So they see these trees, and now, you know, trees, they use CO2 and they convert it to oxygen. But if it's too much, they die. And so they're seeing these spots of trees, and then they see these vents that are coming up, and they say, it's not a matter of, you know, if it's going to go. Eventually it's going to go, and this is going to be like the mother of all volcanoes, and right here in the United States. So it is some pretty serious stuff. So that's pretty much checked off on my list of not places not to move to. Beautiful, beautiful area, but I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, Isaiah Sterrett, what's going on, brother? How are you, man? How are you? So I wonder if I could download Greenland. I'm gonna watch it tonight. You know, She found it on jailbroke Roku. No doubt, no doubt. You know. Well, we should. Yeah, I'm just jumping all over these things right here. You know. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You know, so it's not a matter. It's not a matter of, we don't have any defense for, you know, if something's going to come at this planet, it's going to come. So I'm watching this show called Travelers. You guys ever watch a show that's on Netflix called Travelers? And I'm kind of getting tired of Netflix. And I understand like all the cuties thing and all that stuff. I don't give a fucking rat's ass about that, you know. These pedophiles are going to keep pushing their pedophilia no matter which way they could do it. But one of the things I'm getting tired of Netflix about is every friggin' show on Netflix now is like dubbed, because they're like, what? We're not making any shows where people speak English anymore. I don't mind. I like seeing other places act because they're all great actors anywhere over it. So they're dubbed, and they got some pretty decent stories, but Netflix is getting like crowded with all this stuff. There's like they're not making like English, it's not English, not subtitled or anything like that. You know, they're doing it in English, it's just they're dubbed over in English. My point being is not as bad as like those old kung fu movies, like I'm gonna kill you. So I watched this movie Travelers, and it's about these people from the future where you know, our planet's decimated. They come back in time, and they know it's an AI that runs it in the future, and it is pretty scary because I could see it happening. And so the AI, they know, because they know the past, they have all the data on the past, and they know exactly when somebody's going to die. So when that person's going to die, they send somebody's consciousness into that person's body, and those people have trained their whole lives to come back, and they want to change the timeline. And one of it was this asteroid that was coming, or meteor or whatever, that was coming towards Earth, that by the time we really did find out, it would have been too late. So they wanted to stop it earlier. But it was a very interesting series. It was, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 different series in it. But very, very cool. Makes you very thought-provoking. Makes you think. I would definitely check it out. It's called Travelers. I watched the whole thing. I binge-watched it nonstop for like 2 days. I'm not going to survive Greenland, so I'm going to take as many with me as possible. Yeah, I mean, like, where are you going to go? I mean, like, where are we going to go? If the world is going to end and it's meant for God to just end it on us, then just stay home, man. You know, try to drink a lot of alcohol, man. Take a lot of drugs. Stay home with your family and just relax. You know, like, I'm not going to go anywhere. Where am I going to bug out to? I'm not bugging out to anywhere. I'm going right here. I'm going to stay right here, and we're just going to say our prayers, and we're going to just relax my whole family, because I can't bug out with all my dogs and my animals, and it's not happening. We're all going to go together. You know, and hopefully it'll be fast. And if it's not fast, then I'll make it real quick before it happens. You know? My man made some money on the Robin. That was a very, very nice giveaway that you did, Ink and Ammo. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful giveaway that you did. I wonder if Tony got in touch with you. I told him 2 times that he won when he had made comments on my videos. So, you know. Tim Pool started with Wall Street. I didn't know that. You know, I had no idea. Why not go out with a bang? That's right. Is on Mount St. Helen. Another one. Oof. You know, Oh, speaking of it, so do you guys know that 1/3 of all the cases in Portland were dismissed with prejudice, by the way? Did you know that? All the 1/3 of the cases in Portland for the riots, any of the arrests that were made that were turned federal, they were all dismissed with prejudice. And what that means with prejudice is that they cannot go after those people again. And that completely contradicts what they said they were going to do to anybody who were looting and rioting and doing all that stuff that they were going to do. Use the fullest extent of the law to, you will pay for it if you do it. Yeah. They're just so full of shit. It's not even funny, man. They're not, Super volcano under Yellowstone. Oof. Oh, Tim Pool? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I got somebody help me with my website now, and once my website is up, I'll be live streaming there, posting videos there. So, guys, just go to warthog71.com. You'll find whatever you want. One of the things that I can guarantee you now, one of the things that you will not see is me in the middle of the screen and a hat coming up here and a hat coming up here for sale. I can promise you that, all right? I don't friggin' hawk wares. I'm not trying to sell anything. If somebody wants to support the channel and join the channel, that's perfectly fine. I love it, And that money just sits there, and I'll figure out what to do with it some other time. But I'm not selling a damn thing. There ain't nothing that you guys need. Anything you guys need, you go out and buy. You don't have to buy it from me. Unless I make like a Warthog 71 t-shirt, and I would give those away. So why would I sell them, Yellowstone is overdue. Yep. Gases from the underground volcano is all CO2, man. It's all CO2 under there. Oh, that it gets up, I'm looking forward to an apocalypse. It's kind of weird, man. Like growing up, I think I mentioned on the other one, I always, from reading Revelations and all, I always had a feeling that I would maybe live through it. We're kind of living through it in a way right now. I want to talk to you guys about cryptocurrency for a second. Just my thoughts on it. You guys could have your own thoughts and do whatever you want. All right? Just my thoughts. Don't hate me for it. So, the dollar is supposed to be backed by something. Right now, we have the money that we have is not backed by anything. So they just keep printing money, and it's really the money that we have is worthless. It really is. It's less than worthless. Everything that we have is fake. It's all fake. For every $1 that you put in the bank, they lend out 100 of those, 100 to your one. That's how they do it. It's all fake. So you have Bitcoin, you have cryptocurrency, you have stuff like that. And people are looking at that, and trust me, the government knows what the hell they're doing. They know where this money's coming from. Because you got to remember something. If you cash your cryptocurrency out, unless you're cashing it into and rolling it over into another cryptocurrency and you're actually using it to buy things with, forever, you're never bringing it out and bringing it back into the dollars, okay? What is it backed by? Cryptocurrency is backed by the next person who bought cryptocurrency. So the idea is get on cryptocurrency first because everybody after you is going to pay more for that cryptocurrency that you paid for here. And they're going to keep paying for it. So before it's off the screen up there. You get my point? If you pay $1 for Bitcoin and it's worth $30,000 now, that's great because now these people that are down here are going to sell it for the $30,000 and pull it out in American dollars or European or yen or whatever the hell they want to call it, wherever the country they're from. And then you up there are the one who is paying for that, okay? Because yours is going to drop in value now. So if you got in at the $30,000 mark, now you're going to lose money. It's not backed by anything. Stocks, bonds, things of that nature, stocks in particular, are backed by a company's progress, a company's manufacturing, how well a company is doing. But to me, I look at it all the time and I weigh the pros and the cons, and I'm like, it just seems like a big pyramid scam to me, but it's this way, okay? It's the people that get in first that are the people that make the money. The people that get in later on can only hope that it goes up. Just my point, I had lots of guys that say, and good, and I know a lot of people that made good money with it, But the point is, you're making somebody else's money because it's not backed on anything. And so let's say the dollar loses its value. Even more. What is it worth? Like 4 cents now, the dollar? So let's say the dollar goes down to 0 or negative 20 cents, okay? When you take that Bitcoin out, you can, even if it's 30,000, you've just converted it to 30,000 less valued dollars. So that's, to me, it's just not for me. Blue chip stocks, I would say they're a way to go if you could afford a few. ExxonMobil pays great dividends. You know, they pay like $3 a share, which is not bad. Okay, they're paying $3.41 a share, and they have been consistent for the past 20 years. Like $3.41 a share for, and they're all blue chip stocks. My point being is that oil is always going to be here. We're always going to. I don't care how far they go with. I'm just talking in the next 10, 20 years. With solar power and all the stuff, we still need fossil fuels. We're still going to need them. They're still going to be under there in the ground, okay? So they're still going to be always a safe bet to go with. That's my investment thing. I'm not a big investor in that, you know. We have a couple things, you know, especially like ExxonMobil is been in my family for years, you know, so which is a good thing. And it pays out its dividends, and you get a little extra cash on it, which is fine. I just started watching Stranger Things again the other day, man. I did. Yeah, oh, man. So, Floyd, George Floyd. So, they had two people on the, that they were calling for the jury that never even heard of the name George Floyd. Are you kidding me? You really think that, you know what I mean? Like, nobody knows why all these people were rioting and tearing shit down? And what gets me is that they are going to what? Threaten to rob and riot? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Go burn down your cities. Go burn them down again. I don't give a rat's ass what you do. Go and do it. Burn it down again, you know? They're trying to do racial division 2.0. It's not going to work. People are waking up. It's not going to work. They could try it, you know? You know? Repo Nut. It's working at an RV place. Just everyone on edge about bugging out. Yeah, oh man. RVs skyrocketing. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yep, I'm going to get something, man. I'm going to figure out something. If listen, I don't think the end of the world is coming, so I don't see any of that happening. But I do want to travel. I want to travel. I would love, and I need to be able to bring my animals with me, my little doggies with me, and drag them all behind in something, or drive a big RV. Let me see something right here real quick. Oh, Tony Lawrence, what's going on, man? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. He's on here, brother. All right, Tony. Good stuff. How are you, brother? Oof. Dogecoin. Supposed to be pretty good. Dogecoin is supposed to be pretty good. Look. If I'm going to buy something for pennies on a dollar, XRP is like 46, 43 cents right now. I'd buy something like that. Look at it this way. For XRP, for example, let's say it's 50 cents, all right? So you go $100 and you get 200 XRPs. So if that went to $1,000, you'd have $200,000 for that $200 that you spent. So if XRP, and it could possibly, you never know, it's always been there, never went above $6. Excuse me. But if XRP hit $1,000, you'd have $200,000. If it's $10,000, you'd have $2 million for $200. So if you have $100 and you want to go and get something, get XRP, or Dogecoin's not bad too. But any of these ones that are already up there, $50,000 for Bitcoin, even though you can buy a portion of it, you could just spend $10 on Bitcoin and get like a 1/1000th of a Bitcoin. You could do that. There's a Bitcoin vending machine right down the block of the gas station. Sleep Number is a really good stock to get into. Yep. Someone's always holding a hot potato. That's right. Sleep Number. I like Sleep Number. Gotta have a good bed, man. You gotta have a good bed. Total FBI director lied about his death. Who are we talking about? I know that the chat is way back there. Oh, you're talking about George Floyd. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I mean these guys are burning their own. They're burning their own homes down. They were burning their own businesses down. It doesn't make any sense to me, none at all. But then again, I did tell you guys. I did mention that time about they were only attacking along opportunity zones. So they were creating money for these. They're just stupid. They're just dumb. They're just dumb. They're all being used. They're being used over and over and over again because they're just dumb. They're just stupid. You know? Oh, man. I hope they're okay. I've been buying copper rounds. When I go buy silver, if all that's fail, I can make copper bullets with it. Absolutely. And copper will go through anything. Have you guys ever watched the 338 Lapua, the difference with copper and you guys want to see a cool video? I want to show you guys something really cool. Let's go here. It's Grizzman, I believe, right? I think it's Grizzman. MMMGG Mischief. Let's see something here. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Grizzman 1. All right. Check this out, guys. I want to show you guys something. Watch this. You want to see something really cool? Watch this. So this guy hasn't made videos in 6 years, but he used to make some great videos. I don't know what happened to him. All right. I want to show you the difference between copper and lead. Here we go. Oops. Oops. Sorry. Sorry about that. Lead core. I think this is 500 yards. First shot. Breaks it open. There it is. Second. There it is. There they are. Okay, yeah, it's 500 yards. First shot, second shot. Went through it. Holy cow. And then through the cinder block. Okay, leg core, first shot. 500 yards. These are cinder blocks filled Holy cow. So these are lead core rounds. And destroy the cinder with the mud inside. Hit the target. Don't hide behind those cinder blocks. Oh no. 32% of the original weight left. This is what I like about his channel, is he weighs them. 28%, 84 grains left. Now let's watch the copper. Fuck. Oof. Oh. Devastation. Look at the bullet impacts on the steel plate. "96% of the weight remained." Holy cow. "1,000-yard. Lead core, first shot, ladies and gentlemen." And he takes the shot. Passes through one cinder block. Passes through the second cinder block. No second wall penetration. 22% of the lead core was left. 21% of the lead core was left. Here comes the solid copper. First shot. Holy cow. This looks interesting. Wow. Through the second cinder block. Caught inside. Let's see if we can fish it out. Deep down in there. And there it is. There's the first one. And there's 94% and 95% of the lead. Of the copper. Wow. Now, so you have a really, really interesting difference there, okay? So on average, so he went out, that was at 1,000 yards, penetrating the second cinder block. But if you notice that 500 yards, okay, it went through 20-something inches of wood first and then destroyed the cinder blocks. Like, you're not hiding behind a tree when someone's shooting one of those copper rounds at you. Whereas the lead core went around 9.5 inches into it. Don't hide behind a small tree with that. I mean, that's some serious, serious stuff. Now, is copper, which is stronger, copper or brass? I don't know which one is stronger. Can you guys tell me which one's stronger, copper or brass? And hold that thought. All right. I'm back. Okay. Oh, I took the sound out of it before because it was really windy in the sound. That's why. Brass is harder than copper. Okay. So, this right here is a lead core 338 Lapua right here. Okay? That's a lead core. This right here is a solid brass 338 Lapua. Look at that. That's really sharp. This one has a little hole in the front, which is there's actually what's called a tipping die that you can get. So a tipping die makes that little hole in the front. I don't know if you guys could see it. You guys could see that little hole right there. There you go. See that little hole? So this is a lead core. That right there. Solid brass. 250 grain. Devastation. I caught these on sale. 10 rounds for $29. For 10 rounds on sale before the craziness started. And I bought, I don't know, a whole bunch of boxes, like 6 or 10 boxes or something like that. You know? I wonder how engages rifling compared to copper. I don't know. It's a good question. Thing is that you know, I'm always the cleaning solutions that I use are these things are cleaning solutions that I use are very they're very nasty, so they clean everything out of there. And the other thing is that I don't shoot enough to really, you know, like my rifling doesn't, my gun just doesn't get that dirty because I just don't shoot enough. If I go out and shoot, I might shoot 10 or 20 rounds most of anything. But these I save. These are SHIT hit the fan rounds right here. Unless I want to shoot something that's, you know, if I want to really try for distance and still want to knock something down. But that would kind of be stupid for me to want to knock something down or hunt at 700 yards, 800 yards, 1,000 yards. I mean, if I had to, I would. You know, like if there's no food around, I saw something 800 yards out and I needed to get it. Like when they go for those goats and they're 700 yards away. I don't have any goats around here that I'm going to have to shoot. So, you know. Does that little hole work the same as a hollow point? As far as mushrooming is concerned and stuff like that, no. This is for accuracy. That little hole is for accuracy. This is what so if you are a reloader, they got what's called a tipping die. Okay, so if you watch the difference between a round like this that has a little hole in it or a round like this that doesn't have a hole in it, okay, I would actually take this round and put a hole in it because it will make it more accurate, according to competitive shooters that I've learned. So, a lot of guys who do reload, they don't use tipping dies, but precision shooters will get a tipping die, and that tipping die will put the tip, will make the hole in the tip for you. And, I mean, it's the difference of MOA to, you know, 3/4 MOA to half MOA or half MOA to 1/4 MOA as far as they're concerned. But it's supposed, I mean, precision shooters swear by it, guys, especially guys that compete, you know. All right, brother. I'll catch you on the next one, man. I'm about to wrap up here might as well, you know. I want the old black tip 30-06 bullets have been a real stack. I have a stack of them for shit to fan. Oh, heck yeah. Oof. Hell yeah. Helps with tumbling. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, well, yeah, Jed's a reloader. Absolutely. You know? My man. You got it, brother. You got it. Thanks, Jed. Jed's like one of those master reloaders, man. He reloads every single day of the week. So I would definitely take whatever he has to say for it. Copper is used in depleted uranium round. Hold up. Copper is used in depleted uranium rounds. It's so interesting that you said that, Christopher. What would people use? I don't know. What would depleted uranium rounds be used for? Can you tell me? I'm trying to figure out. I just heard about it the other day, and I never even heard about depleted uranium rounds. And I was wondering, what it'll do. Copper stays together. That's the other thing. Also, if you're shooting at targets like that out there, you could take the copper and then you could reform it into another bullet. So you get to really reload more and more with it. Maybe some bronze bullets. I wonder how they would. Wonder how they would fly though. Tiposaurus Rex, he makes good videos. He gets like his equipment is just so untouchable though. You know what I mean? Like people love to watch it, but his equipment is just so damn expensive. It really is. You know. Oh, that was about the fight before. Yeah, man. I hope it's okay, man. I've been in so many fights, man. I got so many friggin' scars from dogs. It's ridiculous. Teeth mark galore. His old teeth mark. I still got all my scars everywhere. It's crazy. 50 cal gone wrong video. What was that? I have to check it out. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up with this right here. Check this out. This is Gunny79 sent this in. What the hell is this? CDC offers zombie preparedness tips in case Nostradamus was right. Okay? We'll finish it up with this one right here. French philosopher and prophet, all right, Nostradamus reportedly predicted a zombie apocalypse in 2021. But fear not. The CDC prevention has backed with a set of zombie preparedness tips, has maintained it for a full decade. So the CDC has had this on the books for a decade. Wonder why zombies, zombie apocalypse, and zombie preparedness continue to live or walk dead on CDC website? Ask the guide, which was developed in 2011 as a marketing gimmick and an attention-grabbing one at that. As it turns out, what first began as a tongue-in-cheek campaign to engage new audiences with preparedness messages has proven to be a very effective platform, the guide continues. We continue to reach and engage a wide variety of idiots of all hazard preparedness via zombie preparedness, all right? They didn't say idiots, I did, okay? If, as the interpreters of Nostradamus' yearly horoscope believe, a zombie invasion is nigh, then it would be a great told you so moment for the CDC. Get a kit, make a plan, be prepared. All right? Few young people half dead to give it a start. The 16th century astrologer wrote, ominously adding, fathers and mothers dead of infinite sorrows, women in mourning and pestilent she-monster, the great one to be no more, all the end of the world. And you guys do know that this lines in with the seals that are open, the first, second, third, fourth seal. The fourth seal, I think, is pestilence. Okay? So, I can see this because we are coming upon, the third seal has been opened. To prepare for that bloody flesh-eating worse, the CDC began links to the various zombie preparedness products, including a downloadable zombie preparedness graphic novel, a printable poster of an undead-looking, leering person, all right, with very dirty fingernails, and tips for educators looking to plan zombie-related lessons, all right? Same teaching tool, the zombie apocalypse threat is imminent. The mayor has been compromised. Mayor's staff has been compromised, and it is up to you to write a speech for the mayor advising the community about what actions to take and what do you tell the community to do. And it goes on, and you guys can read this. It'll be on the post, and I'll put this in the link down below. This is absolutely friggin' nuts. Absolutely crazy. And if you went on the CDC right here, this is the CDC's website. They give you all these books to go to right here. So, and there you have it, guys. And with that, I am going to bid you all adieu. Practice proper firearm safety technique at all times. Charlie Mike, I'll see you guys tomorrow night, right here, 8 p.m. Charlie Mike. Charlie Mike. Oh, yeah.
Drop it on him. Talk that real shit. What up? Tell him like it is. Drop it on him. Talk that real shit. What up? Tell him like it is. Drop it on him. Talk that real shit. What up? Tell him like it is. Drop it on him. Talk that real shit. What up?